What is up, lads and ladies? In today's video we'll be analyzing the Agni Kit. Before that, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm not perfect, so any mistakes I make will be fixed in a pinned comment. This video will be split up to 4 parts: the basics, strategies, combinations, disadvantages, and overall review. Agni is in the fighter class and has 2 main tools to assist in combat: cluster bombs and the blast off ability. We will start with the cluster bombs. Agni gets cluster bombs through buying them in the shop for 35 iron, and you get a free cluster bomb every 45 seconds of the match. You can only hold 5 cluster bombs at a time though. Now let's get into the cluster bomb itself. The main gimmick of the cluster bomb is that throwing it will cause the bomb to land and deal damage. And after that, it will release some small neon orange orbs that explode shortly after. The initial bomb does 20 damage to a player no armor, along with dealing Fire 1, which is 3 damage a second for 2 seconds. The initial orb also damages you, doing 13 damage if you have no armor, but it is decreased the farther the bomb is from you. The small orbs do 15 damage at most, but do less the farther away the opponent is, and do enough knockback to knock someone off a bridge. The small orbs do no damage to you and have a 19 by 19 block radius. Agni also has an ability called Blast Off. It launches you straight up 7 blocks into the air. It does 20 damage to opponents with no armor and also applies Fire 1. The move has a 15-second cooldown. Getting zapped or grounded prevents you from using the ability. Now let's get into some strategies to the Agni Kit. Hit an opponent and then blast off, and you will hit them twice very fast, effectively doubling your knockback for a single blow. This is best used when near a ledge or when jumping off the left or right hand sides of a bridge to push someone off. Cluster bombs are somewhat usable in a similar way and can potentially throw several targets off as well in the middle of a battle if you're fighting them near a ledge. Due to the nature of Agni's cluster bombs, they can be very handy when dealing with multiple opponents, especially those in enclosed spaces like a team space, as they cannot escape with the small orbs. If a team is camping in their generator, you can attempt to indirectly harm them with either the blast itself or with the explosive orbs that are dropped from it to stall the team's health regeneration. If you are on a bridge and need to get an opponent off your back, throwing a cluster bomb at your feet while running away on a bridge can help, as the initial explosion from the cluster bomb to throw an enemy that's chasing you off of the bridge without endangering yourself. A similar offensive tactic also works very well when you're attempting to break an opponent's bed, as you can throw several bombs around or behind the bed defender or defenders to potentially knock them off the ledge and at least get them damaged to make them easier to kill. When you hit someone with a cluster bomb, it provides the perfect amount of knockback for them to be hit by the small orbs. You can combo enemies like this. Blast Off can be used to go up without building blocks and catch people building up to escape. It can also be used to save yourself from the void and get more distance when you jump, though it only makes you travel vertically. Another use of the ability is to negate any fall damage you will take. Its best use, however, is to get the height advantage in PvP and damage your opponent at the same time. This makes the kit very good for combat. Let's talk about how Agni works with other items and enchants. Fireballs can be used in conjunction with cluster bombs to take out bed defenders and the bed defense at the same time. Another thing you can do with this combination is combine the knockback velocity of a fireball and a cluster bomb, and your opponents will go flying. You can use this strategy for escape. Dows and Jade Hammers from Lucky Locks can help you recover from the void and attack an opponent from behind after you get behind them. Enchants to get are Fire, so that you can do more fire damage and wait longer until you have to throw another bomb. Plunder, so that you can steal loot from the whole team and get their tier 3 generator. And Force, as you can damage the whole team and get the health from them and move on to the next team. Although we mentioned a lot of good things about Agni, is there any disadvantages to picking her? Agni is a kit with no real disadvantage and is in every way an upgrade from picking no kit. She isn't complicated to learn or needs a lot of kills, resources, or time to reach her full potential. There are also no bugs with Agni at the time of this video. In summary, Agni is a fighter kit designed to be easy to use and has a high skill ceiling. She's good at knocking people off, has tricks up her sleeve for fights, and has great crowd control with her cluster bombs. Agni's kit I recommend to people who are new to the game who want to upgrade from no kit, and to experienced people who like to pick fights with multiple people at once. I give Agni an S tier for aforementioned reasons. By the way, this is the tier list. If you like the video and want to see this channel grow, then like, subscribe, and critical hit that notification bell to see all my uploads. Thank you for watching.